In the serene expanse of Jetavana Grove, Buddha sat beneath a Bodhi tree, surrounded by his devoted disciples in silence. The air carried the faint aroma of jasmine, mingling with the distant sounds of nature's soft hum as evening approached. A disciple named Sudatta bowed deeply, his eyes filled with curiosity as he sought guidance on the path to liberation. "Master," Sudatta began, his voice trembling slightly, "my mind wavers constantly, pulled by desires and fears. How can I find clarity?" Buddha's gaze rested on Sudatta, his expression calm, emanating wisdom as vast and unending as the ocean's depth. "Sudatta," Buddha spoke gently, "the mind is like a pond. Ripples of illusion distort the reflection of truth within its surface." He gestured toward the nearby pond, its waters still and shimmering with the golden light of the setting sun. "When the mind is restless," Buddha continued, "it is difficult to perceive the reality that lies beneath its murky surface." Sudatta listened intently, his hands folded in reverence. As the other disciples leaned closer to absorb every word spoken, to achieve right concentration, Buddha explained, one must still the ripples, allowing the mind to mirror the truth clearly. A soft breeze rustled the leaves, carrying Buddha's words like seeds that sought fertile soil within each disciple's heart. "Begin with the breath," Buddha instructed, his voice steady and calm. "Inhale with awareness. Exhale with awareness, embracing each moment fully. The breath," he continued, "is the anchor to presence, guiding the mind away from the distractions of desire and fear." Sudatta nodded, his mind opening like a lotus unfurling its petals to the gentle touch of sunlight's warmth. "Master," Sudatta asked, "when distractions arise, how should one confront them without becoming entangled in their web of illusions?" Buddha smiled, his compassion radiating like the moonlight illuminating the grove in its embrace of profound peace. "Observe distractions as clouds," Buddha replied, "passing through the vast sky of your awareness. Do not cling, do not resist." He raised his hand, palm open, and motioned as if releasing something from his grasp into the boundless horizon. "Clinging breeds suffering," Buddha added. "Resistance breeds suffering. Let the mind remain still, unattached." As the ripples subside, the disciples exchanged glances, their resolve deepening, as they contemplated the depth of the wisdom unfolding before their hearts. Sudatta closed his eyes, inhaling slowly, exhaling with measured ease, letting Buddha's guidance settle into the depths of his being. Buddha's gaze drifted toward the horizon, his voice gentle yet firm as he continued to impart his teaching. "Concentration is a practice of steadiness," Buddha declared, "cultivated through dedication, patience, and unwavering mindfulness on the journey to liberation. Just as a flame flickers in the wind," Buddha explained, "the mind wavers when influenced by worldly distractions. Through practice," he said, "the mind becomes steady, illuminating the path like the unwavering flame guiding wanderers in darkness." The disciples began practicing as instructed, their breaths syncing with the rhythm of the earth and the cosmos beyond. A profound stillness enveloped the grove, as if the universe itself had paused to listen to Buddha's teachings unfold. Buddha turned his attention to a young novice who seemed hesitant, his eyes filled with uncertainty and inner conflict. The novice bowed deeply, trembling slightly as he addressed Buddha, his voice wavering with the weight of his confusion. "Master," the novice began, "I fear my shortcomings, and doubt clouds my mind. How can I overcome these inner obstacles?" Buddha's expression softened, his voice a balm that soothed the novice's soul, trembling like a fragile leaf in the wind. "Doubt," Buddha said, "is but another ripple in the pond, obscuring the reflection of truth that lies beneath. Do not fear your imperfections," Buddha added, "but observe them with compassion, as a gardener tends to a struggling sapling." The novice's eyes filled with tears, gratitude flowing like an unseen river. As Buddha's words planted hope within his heart. Cultivate your awareness, Buddha continued, and let kindness guide you, releasing the weight of judgment and self-criticism along the way. Each disciple reflected on these teachings, their minds blossoming like the flowers that adorned the grove's verdant landscape. As the moon rose higher, casting its silver light over Jetavana Grove, the disciples practiced in harmony with the cosmos, their breaths intertwined, a symphony of life resonating with the teachings of Buddha, guiding their minds toward stillness and clarity. Sudatta's face glowed with newfound peace, his doubts dissipating like mist under the morning sun's warm embrace. Buddha sat silently, observing the pond once more, its surface now still and shimmering under the moon's gentle radiance. He closed his eyes, his presence a source of immeasurable peace. As the disciples followed suit with renewed determination, the night unfolded slowly, the grove alive with the vibrations of practice, devotion, and the pursuit of liberation. Buddha's teachings echoed in their hearts, timeless and unyielding, guiding each disciple toward the path of right concentration. Another day, another lesson unfolded as Buddha traversed the countryside with his devoted disciples beside him. The sun glowed warmly. They reached a clearing where an archer practiced, his movements precise, his focus unwavering as each arrow struck the target. Buddha gestured for his disciples to gather around, observing the man as he drew his bow with impeccable concentration. Look closely, Buddha said softly, his voice a calming presence among the rustling leaves and distant bird calls. Release it to find relief. His analogy resonated deeply, casting a ripple of understanding among the listeners. In letting go, we discover the freedom and joy that exist beyond attachment, Buddha added. A gentle breeze rustled the leaves above, creating a serene harmony in nature's symphony. Ananda stepped forward, curiosity shining in his eyes. Master, how do we develop such unshakable concentration in our practice? Buddha smiled gently, his gaze drifting toward the horizon. Ananda, begin with mindfulness as the foundation of your concentration. Direct your attention to the breath, allowing its rhythm to anchor your thoughts and still the restlessness within. Like the archer adjusts his stance, adjust your awareness toward a virtuous object that inspires focus and calm. Do not cling to the distractions that arise, nor resist them. Let them pass. As clouds drift across the sky, Sudatta joined the discussion, asking, Master, is concentration enough to achieve liberation? Can it lead us to enlightenment alone? Buddha turned to Sudatta, his voice imbued with patience and clarity. Sudatta, concentration is essential but must be guided by wisdom. Concentration without understanding, impermanence and non-self is incomplete. It focuses the mind but does not awaken it. Happiness does not depend on conditions, he replied. It arises from understanding and aligning with life's truths. Buddha gestured toward the archer. His precision is the fruit of practice, discipline, and his ability to control his wandering mind. You, too, must train your mind with diligence. As the archer trains his body and eyes with consistent effort, the mind, much like the bow, must be held steady, aligned with intention, and guided by a deeper understanding. Each arrow he releases is akin to the thoughts we generate. When focused, they strike truth. When scattered, they miss. The sun climbed higher, casting golden rays over the gathering. The disciples felt as though a veil had lifted, revealing a deeper reality. Do not seek perfection immediately. Progress is made through steady practice, just as skill is honed over time. Begin with small steps, allowing each moment of concentration to build upon the next, creating a foundation of steadiness. Cultivate the eternal peace within you. The disciples bowed deeply, their hearts filled with gratitude and resolve. Buddha turned to him, offering insight into the spiritual path. Your skill demonstrates the power of focus. But it is not mastery of the target alone that liberates the mind. The morning sun continued its journey, illuminating the world with gentle warmth. The teachings of Buddha lingered, etched in the hearts of his disciples. Timeless and eternal, the disciples took these teachings to heart, their minds beginning to steady as they practiced focusing their thoughts with care. They envisioned their own paths, striving to align concentration with the wisdom Buddha imparted. Like arrows flying toward enlightenment, Buddha turned to the disciples once more, his voice a beacon guiding them through the intricate landscape of self-discovery. Concentration, like any skill, must be nurtured with patience, discipline, and an unwavering commitment to the truth beyond distraction. It is the flame that illuminates the darkness, allowing us to perceive the nature of suffering and the path to freedom. Let your focus be steady and pure, guided by insight, and imbued with compassion. As light embraces all without discrimination, the flame danced, casting flickering shadows that seemed to echo his words. The oil feeds the fire, granting it life, yet in doing so, it fuels destruction and eventual depletion. He turned toward the disciples, his gaze profound and steady. This flame reflects our desires, he said. They burn within us, insatiable, consuming all that sustains them. The disciples nodded, their eyes fixed on the flame's hypnotic movement. Another day, another teaching illuminated the hearts of Buddha's disciples as they gathered beneath the shaded canopy of Vulture Peak. The golden light of dawn bathed the mountain, casting a serene glow upon the tranquil faces of those seated in devotion. Buddha's gaze fell upon the horizon, his presence radiating calm as he prepared to impart wisdom about right concentration's profound depth. He began, his voice steady and measured. Concentration is the culmination of disciplined effort, mindfulness, and the insight cultivated through practice. A young monk, Mega, asked with reverence, "Master, how can we sustain our concentration when worldly distractions constantly pull our minds astray?" Buddha regarded Mega with kindness, his response carrying the weight of experience and the lightness of compassion's embrace. "Mega, consider the sun," Buddha said, gesturing toward the sky. Its rays illuminate all, yet it attaches to nothing. Concentration, guided by virtue, must shine evenly, encompassing all things without clinging or aversion to objects of desire. Anchor your practice in sila, the foundation of ethical conduct, to purify your intentions and align your mind with truth. Another disciple, Sudatta, spoke, "Master, does concentration alone lead to liberation, or must it harmonize with other aspects of the path?" Buddha turned to Sudatta, his expression serene, as he replied, "Concentration without wisdom is akin to a river without direction. Focus sharpens the mind, but wisdom unveils the truths of impermanence, suffering, and non-self, guiding concentration toward awakening. Let your stillness become the fertile ground where insight arises. As a seed germinates in soil nourished by sunlight." The disciples listened intently, their understanding deepened by Buddha's words, which unfolded like the petals of a blossoming lotus. A lay follower, Alara, asked humbly, "Blessed One, how can householders like me cultivate concentration amidst the distractions of daily life?" Buddha smiled, his eyes reflecting a profound understanding of human struggles. As he addressed Alara's question with wisdom, "Alara, the mind is like a lake. Its surface ripples with distractions, yet its depths remain calm and clear. Begin with mindfulness in small acts, walking, eating, or speaking, bringing awareness to each moment without judgment or haste. Gradually, your practice will permeate all aspects of life, allowing concentration to flourish even amidst life's complexities and challenges." A gentle, Breeze swept through the assembly, carrying the scent of wildflowers. As Buddha's teachings resonated deeply within their hearts, Buddha continued, concentration, cultivated with wisdom, becomes the tool that dismantles delusion and reveals the interconnectedness of all existence. It is not separation from the world but engagement with it through a steady mind that liberates from suffering. Imagine a bird in flight, Buddha said, his hand tracing an arc. Its wings of focus and insight keep it aloft. Without balance, it falters. With balance, it soars. So must your concentration and wisdom harmonize in your practice. The disciples sat in silence, reflecting on Buddha's analogy, their minds absorbing the depth of his teaching as water absorbs light. A child, accompanying her father, shyly approached and asked, "Great teacher, can children like me practice concentration and find peace too?" Buddha's face softened, his smile warm and welcoming, as he knelt to meet the child's curious, innocent gaze. "Child, your mind is like a young tree. With care and attention, it grows strong and resilient against life's winds. Sit quietly, breathe deeply, and listen to the sounds around you without grasping. This, too, is the beginning of peace." The child smiled, her small heart alight with hope, and returned to her father, inspired by Buddha's gentle guidance. As the sun rose higher, casting its light upon the gathering, Buddha shared a final reflection to conclude the day's teaching. Right concentration is not an isolated effort but the culmination of the Eightfold Path. Grounded in wisdom, virtue, and mindful action, it illuminates the path to liberation, empowering the mind to perceive the reality of impermanence and embrace the freedom it offers. Let your practice be steady and compassionate, like the sun's rays, touching all without preference or attachment. The assembly dispersed, carrying Buddha's words within them, their hearts renewed with purpose and clarity for the journey ahead. Under the vast sky of Vulture Peak, the echoes of Buddha's teaching lingered, a testament to truth's enduring power. As silence enveloped the grove once more, the disciples resumed their practice, each step guided by the radiance of wisdom. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.